was watching some YouTube videos, just like everybody else does, and I stumbled upon something, and it makes sense. The gas. Everyone is saying that the gas is burning faster, and I didn't think about it, not out loud anyway. I was thinking, I was like, wow, gas is burning faster. I don't do a lot of driving. On average, I do maybe 50 miles a week, maybe 100 miles a week. And I don't put much gas in my car because I don't do much driving. I noticed the gas price is going up. And I got to looking and I'm like, the math just isn't mathing. Things just ain't adding up. I'm looking at my miles that I drive, and I'm looking at how much gas I put in, and I watch this stuff pretty closely just because, you know, I want to make sure things are going copacetic. And I can't help but notice we are burning more gas faster, or we're burning gas faster. Now, I'm wondering, like, did they change the chemical makeup of it? Did they add water to it? Like, people should be a little concerned, like, what is going on with the gas? Because we, the people, we are ultimately going to have to pay for these vehicle repairs, and no one's going to help us. So it got me thinking, and I'm going to do a little experiment. It's my first time really posting a video. I've posted a couple other videos, but I've deleted them. But since then, and I'm going to do a little experiment and see if I put in gas. Now, my car is a 2015 Chevy Impala, and it's got the 4-cylinder, and I just changed the spark plugs because I want to do this experiment with, you know, most well-maintained, up-to-date as I can. So I changed the oil, I put new tires on it, they're all properly inflated, brand new brakes, I put brand new spark plugs in it. I want my car in good as running condition as possible when I do this little experiment. Because my car, being a 2015 4-cylinder Chevy Impala, when I fill it up, I get 350 miles to a tank of gas. If I overflow it to where it's pouring out of the gas tank, I can get 400 miles. But I've never seen it get more than 350 because I don't hardly ever do that. I'm going to do a little experiment, and I want to see what is really going on. Now, gas prices here in Fredericksburg are $3.99 a gallon as of today, March the 23rd, I think it is. Yep, March 23rd, 2026. And I want to see, like, if I put in a certain amount of gas, I'm going to zero the odometer, and I'm going to go like 20 miles, and I'm going to see if I'm doing 20 miles worth of burned fuel, and I'm getting 20 miles on my odometer. Now, they can put water in your gas, and your car is going to say, hey, you can get 100 miles. But you're not going to get 100 miles. You might get 80, might get 90. But I'm going to try to figure this out. I got a little formula. I figure my car will tell me how many miles I get per gallon. So if I do 100 miles and it says I've done 80 miles, and people, we're being screwed, and we're being lied to, we're being deceived. And that could be a topic for another day, about all the deception in the food and everything else. The government, corporations, medications, the list can just go on. We people, we need to open our eyes up and stand against some of this and really, like, say, hey, enough is enough. You know, you're telling us it's real. You're telling us real gas. What's in our gas? Why are we burning so much? You know, I'm a light driver. I got perfect driving record. I don't speed. You know, I got my kids in the back. I'm not going to speed. So, post a comment. Let me know, because I'm curious to know if it's just me, or are people driving hard. And, you know, my first thought was, maybe people are exaggerating a little bit, but I'm kind of beginning to wonder. Like, I know when I fill my gas tank up, it usually lasts. I could get 2 weeks out of it before it was sitting right on E, and that was doing a lot of extra driving, like taking the kids to the park, taking them to the mall. Now, most of everything I need, most every place I go, is not more than 10 miles away. I go to the mall, it's like 6 miles away. It's like 6.1 miles. Walmart is 1.5 miles down the road. Not even a whole 1.5 miles, about 1.29 miles. And I'm only going to the store maybe once a week. So, you have to hit me up, let me know, peeps. I gotta find out. Am I tripping? Is everyone else tripping? Or is there some truth to this? Because I'm beginning to wonder myself, like, as I'm rambling on and on, I'm beginning to wonder, am I tripping? I probably am.